Well, good morning. Here we are getting ready to shoot some paint and some clear. Let me show you what we're doing so far. The plan today is to get the frame painted and in clear, as well as the fuel tank today, and then tomorrow start assembling the chassis. So stick around with me. Let's see how far we get. Well, it's the next morning, as you can tell by my bed here. Very early in the morning. What we got done yesterday is we got the fuel tank and the frame completely painted. My first attempt ever to paint. Let me show you the results. While not 100% perfect, I have to say I am enormously pleased with how this turned out. Again, this was supposed to be a satin red, not a gloss, not a flat finish. This is Ford Race Red with a satin gloss or semi-gloss finish. The paint laid down really well. The sheen is exactly what I was looking for on it. The body and the rest of the visual pieces, of course, will be painted this color as well. My plans for the remainder of the evening and the day, as a matter of fact, is to get the chassis back and on wheels and bolted together for good. I may even try to start running some of the brake lines. I am missing a few parts, such as the soft line going to the rear differential. But other than that, I've got all the brake lines necessary. I'm going to try to get as much of that done as possible for the remainder of the day. But I have to say, for the first time I've ever attempted to paint, I'm very pleased with the results. It looks exactly the way I wanted to. The color and the shine of it came out exactly the way I wanted to. And I think it's going to look great. This is the color that my daughter picked for the car. She wanted a satin finish. She did not want a gloss, did not want a flat. And I have to say I'm very pleased with the way it came out. We'll continue building. I'll show some more pictures on that before we conclude this video. Let me know what you think. I also have to give a shout out to one thing. As I noted earlier, what I used to paint this particular project is a Fuji Spray Minimite 4 turbine system. It's the first time I've ever tried to use one of these things. Anytime I've painted anything in the past, it's been the old-fashioned way with a compressor, etc. I'm convinced this is the only way to paint. That turbine system was amazing. It laid down the paint really well. The quality of the gun is fantastic. I was never needing for air. The air didn't have any water in it, or you didn't have any of the associated problems you normally have with a compressor system. So I am completely sold on Fuji Spray's turbine system. Again, I got the Minimite 4 Platinum. They have nicer systems, but mine is a stage 4 turbine on it. And while they are not cheap, they are pricey. To be honest, what you pay for a compressor and a really nice gun and everything else isn't a whole lot cheaper than that. And the results speak for themselves. I'm very pleased with it. Update time. We've been assembling the chassis all morning. Let me show you what we got done. Okay, at this point it's back on 4 wheels. Got all the linkage hooked up. Front end is starting to be tightened down. What we're about to do is we're about to double check the measurements for the wheelbase and for the to rough end the toe on the front suspension. You're starting to get a feel for the vibe of the car with the mixture of the gray and the black mixed in with the satin red. have to say I'm kind of digging it more than I thought I would. As I noted earlier, I'm building this car for my daughter. She is guiding me in the color combinations and all of the trim that she wants for it, and I have to say she's got a pretty good flair for the different and still maintaining a really, really cool classic hot rod look. So I'm kind of happy with the way it's turning out. Continually, honestly, all modesty aside, to be kind of impressed with my first paint job here, because this paint really laid down well. It looks fantastic. The level of gloss to the clear is exactly what I was looking for. The clear that I bought, is recommended from the guys at English Color in McKinney, Texas, is they recommended a clear. Let me see if I can actually get it. I think it's over here in a box, but at least I can show you the hardener. It's this brand right here, which is Advantage. This is the activator for it. The cool thing about that clear is you can get 3 finishes in one. Mixing it at a 4-to-1 ratio gets you this semi-gloss. A 5-to-1 gets you an eggshell finish, and a 6-to-1 ratio gets you a flat finish. So it's all on how you mix it up. Be careful mixing it up, and I did the 4-to-1 on this to get the satin finish, and it is wonderful. Very, very happy with it. Well, let's keep working, see how much more we can get done before I have to head back home. Okay, you notice there in the pictures that I just posted, we rolled it outside, got everything together, got it in position, and I am done for this trip. So I am going to head back home, which is about 4 hours away, and we'll come back up in a couple of weeks and hit it again. Next time up, I'm planning on plumbing the brakes and the fuel lines, and then I'll start working on the body work on the body and the headlights, the grill shell, and the hood. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe. It really helps it out. We're already up above 150 subscribers. Glad to see that. Slow growth, but we've got a lot of people in. Please welcome your comments as well. Take care. We'll join you next time.